Comic Book Yeti presents Kickstart My Heart.
Hey everybody, this is Byron O'Neill again. It's time for another installment of your mom's favorite monthly comics crowdfunding YouTube show, Kickstart My Heart. I gotta apologize, I've been sick the last couple weeks, so we're a little late getting this out, but we're still knocking it out. It sort of feels like this should be the October edition of the show because all our selections don't feel at all like March. We got lots of witches, some drug-dealing dwarves. The gray old one drops down the rabbit hole just in time for Easter. We go leaf peeping and do more katana swing than a fruit ninja. So lots of action, and I'm not as young as I used to be, and I'm still getting over this cold. So let's jump right in. Our first selection this month is Glenn in Monsterland. The synopsis on their Kickstarter page is, after being discovered as a powerful witch, a young girl named Glenn was snatched from her family and forced to devote her life to dark magic. But the years under the evil witch Lucille Dore's tutelage did not poison Glenn's good nature. After displeasing a tyrant king, she is banished to a dungeon and left to rot. There, she has to band together a gang of misfit monsters to start a prison break and restore her apocalyptic fabled land. Glenn is a 48-page, all-ages fantasy adventure that looks really cute. I just finished Scare City from Paul Jenkins, and this reminds me a lot of that. Lots of magic and monsters, but totally safe for younger readers. They even have an ad on their support for comic books for kids that provides reading materials to children in hospitals and cancer centers. It's 100% finished, and the international creative team on this book looks amazing. They are already funded too, so you can easily back with confidence. If you still need convincing at this point, I can't help you. Now we're going to completely switch gears from an all-ages book to one that most certainly is not. Enter the drug-dealing dwarves that I had promised, from Magic Powder. I was a backer of Jeff Schiller's Magic Powder #1, so I was expectantly awaiting the release of issue 2. In this fantasy world, elves control, basically everywhere except for the free city of Thiz. The peace is broken, and the races are having a street war for control of the magic powder. If you've ever wondered what the Godfather might look like with orcs, elves, and other critters like that, think of something like this. It's grimy and a fun spin on all the classic D&D-like races. I'm all in for gangsters and goblins, so check it out. It's fully funded, and the team delivered issue 1 super fast. Jeff clearly cares deeply about this project, and his enthusiasm for it is infectious. It wouldn't surprise me at all if a bigger publisher swoops in after issue 3 or so to pick it up. Get in now so you can say you were one of the cool kids. This next project combines two of my all-time favorite literary references, Cthulhu and Alice in Wonderland. Brought to you by the same folks that created Cthulhu Invades Oz in 2020, Travis Gibb brings this ambitious anthology featuring a ton of creative talent that have contributed to some of the biggest publishers in the business. It has a really lofty funding goal of $30,000, and as of filming this, we're just over $29,000 or thereabouts, and there's plenty of time left, so it's easy to assume this gets fully funded, and I see no reason why it shouldn't be. I'm a backer, and to be completely honest, I feel a little guilty, as I'm getting the digital version, but at $12, how can you not take a flyer on something that I'm sure is going to be wildly entertaining in its variability, which is really what I want in an anthology anyway. Back it at $12 at least and help me see what everyone came up with in this unique smash-up. This next book definitely reminds me of my landscape photography days. The association escapes even me. My brain works in weird ways at times with this stuff. But this particular one is definitely one of my more underground recommendations, and it could use your help more than possibly any of the other selections. So, without further ado. Leaf Peepers is a queer horror comedy graphic novella. Now tell me that's something you see every day. Co-writer Mark Bouchard was kind enough to break it down for us.
Leaf Peepers is a horror comedy about a non-binary couple's attempt to get a little relief from city life by taking a weekend trip to the woods. Almost immediately after they arrive, they attract the attention of a creature that keeps watch over the forest via the eyes of its birch trees. Its attempts to lure the couple out of their cabin results in fraught days and sleepless nights for one of them, making it clear that this trip is going to be anything but relaxing. Poking fun at queer culture from inside the house, Leaf Peepers is for fans of Jennifer's Body and Evil Dead 2. If you're looking to laugh, can handle some blood, and want to support a book created by non-binary and trans creators, Leaf Peepers might be the book you're looking for.
There's something about this visual style that feels very Fritz the Cat to me. It's not a direct parallel, but it has this very straightforward serial simplicity to it that just works. I hope you will consider giving this a try. Hey, if you're looking for a recommendation that's always going to show up on your mainstream Twitter feed, my show probably isn't for you. Maybe they got me sucked in mentioning Evil Dead 2 in their Kickstarter package. It's my all-time cult favorite horror film. I remember watching it in an A-frame cabin in the woods in the middle of nowhere in Tennessee in high school, so what can I say? My last pick of the month very well might break the bank and is by far one of the most expensive things I've ever pitched on my show. But it's 600 pages of urban ninja action all packaged in one of the most unique fashions that I have seen. Ronald Wimberly's Gratuitous Ninja has been collected into 600, that's right, 600 accordion folded pages to accommodate its original webcomic endless scroll presentation. With 3 different box editions ranging in price from $100 to the signed and lettered $1,000 version, you can pick your level of nerd based upon your budget. This is a truly unique opportunity to snag a piece of urban swashbuckling greatness without pizza or Ninja Turtles included. All right, folks, that wraps up this month's edition of Kickstart My Heart. I hope you found something enticing maybe you hadn't heard of before that you can back with your hard-earned dollars. I swear they're trying to make me broke with this stuff. This is Byron O'Neill, and on behalf of all of us at Comic Book Yeti, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next month. Peace. One last thing while I've got your attention here. I don't know if you saw, but my friend and I, Jimmy Gasparo, just launched this really cool new podcast. Maybe you've heard of it, the Cryptid Creator Corner with Comic Book Yeti. We're interviewing lots of amazing comic creators. It comes out every Friday now. We've been going for 10 episodes. It's something I'm really proud of. So I hope you guys give it a listen, rate, review, subscribe, all that good stuff. It helps us out considerably, lets us know you appreciate what we're doing around here. And I hope to see you there. Take care. Thank you for joining us today for another episode of Kickstart My Heart. And thanks for watching. Make sure to check out our new comics podcast, Into the Comics Cave, a different take on comics interviews, wherever you get your podcasts.